on the branches of trees, on those trunks, our ancestors, our closest relatives started getting a lot of securities. Hello friends, in our topic human growth and development, today I would be discussing a theory of needs given to us by Maslow in 1968. Now, this theory, along with your topic, human growth and development, can be used vividly in your essay or ethics paper as well. Now, according to need theory, which is given to us by Maslow, it argues that there are hierarchical order of an individual needs, and as each succeeding layer of different needs we are addressing, the individual is motivated to look to the needs at the next higher level. So this is very beautiful theory which we should apply in our day-to-day lives as well. And this can be used to understand different marginalized communities, to understand how we must look Indian society or any other society with critical perspective. So let's discuss this theory in detail. So need theory, which is definitely we are using in terms of that how different, how we are having different theories of aging. So one of the factor which is creating, there are not many theories which is saying that we are aging because of stress, right? So this Maslow hierarchy theory is what we are discussing. We are discussing under the stress theories of aging. Now, this theory talks like this. Okay, so in anthropology, when we are writing our answers, we also have to be really creative. So we need to show our critical dimension. So when you are talking about stress theories of aging, you can also mention about Maslow hierarchy. Now this theory or this hierarchy goes like this. So we do have a physiological needs, that is food, shelter, water, sleep, breathing, etc. Once we have achieved these physiological needs, so once our ancestors have made different mechanisms and arrangements to fulfill our physiological needs, we went to the next ladder, that is safety. Okay, so when we were Australopithecines, when we become Homo habilis and so on, right, when we become Homo erectus, first of all, we were trying to see about food, shelter and so on, right? And slowly and gradually when we have become close to men or humans, Cro-Magnon or Neanderthals and so on, we are now becoming more like humans only because of the factor that humans or our ancestors' physical needs got fulfilled. So we are moving from in the process of evolution, we are moving from Paleolithic to Mesolithic period or to the Neolithic period, and the kind of period or Holocene period we are today in. In this process, all these needs had been fulfilled by our ancestors. So after physiological needs, we have looked for safety. So security of body, we have invented clothes, employment, family, health, morality, property. So this is what humans have started developing. So once we have got enough for our physiological needs, we have started creating culture or society. We have started forming rules and regulations. that now we are humans, we are not going to move around in this physical environment without clothes. Moreover, it is bringing safety. So once we have got our physiological needs, we have moved to our second needs, that is safety. In fact, you must be knowing that how when our ancestors have developed techniques of sleeping on the branches of trees, on those trunks, our ancestors, our closest relatives started getting a lot of securities. And because of that, we have got enhanced sleeping hours that eventually help our ancestors to have strong cognitive developments that gave us the power to think. So, in this manner, safety is also helping our ancestors or had helped our ancestors in adaptations and modifications. Then we have got love and belonging, friendship and family. So this is a period where we have created our family. So this is how needs goes on. Every individuals have physiological safety and then they want love, affection, validations and so on. After that, we want esteem. So I am working for having dignity. I want to prove my worth, confidence, achievements, respect for others and by others. So in Herbert Mead views, this is a me. So Herbert Mead have explained that in society, we work as per the expectations of others. So when we are doing those activities which is bringing pride and esteem in society, we are working for generalized others. That generalized other is something Herbert Mead have explained as me, right? So how do I want myself to be? That image I see in others' eyes. So that is George Herbert Mead ideas of mind, self and society. Now, this is going to bring a very unique dimension to your anthropological answer, where you are reflecting on esteem with respect to George Herbert Mead. That humans work for achievement and respect because we are working towards me. So, what is me? So, see, this is what Mead's idea is: mind, self and society. So George Herbert Mead is explaining that how we individuals have two components. I is our impulsive nature or our actions. So it is like your creativity which you do, and that is me. So it is like societal expectations. Okay. So this I is like your own body and this me is like society. So when this I is working for me. That is esteem. You know, we want validation, we want recognition from our society because our society have constructed culture and some rules and regulation which is telling us, okay, this is a good job, you become an IAS officer and make us proud. So this is what being expected from society. After doing this, we get into self-actualization. So what is there in life? Sab moh maya hai. Even you have seen after becoming IAS officers or you get into IIT and you have a lot of money, for example, Gautam Buddha, who had left everything, right? For morality, for better good, right? So creativity, spontaneity, lack of prejudice, like morality. So this is what self-actualization, what you want, what is good for larger sections of our society. So these theories of need given to us by Maslow is very important theory that you can use in your essay, anthropology, and your ethic papers. Thank you.